Welcome back into the show. Now, earlier this week, Jonah, we got some pretty big news out of the state of Delaware. Of course, the first state. Now, we all knew that this day was coming. We just didn't know when. Maybe we thought it'd be in a few weeks, but big number 77, you see him there. The number one football player in the state of Delaware this upcoming senior class has made his collegiate commitment. Salim Wormley from Smyrna High School will take his talents to State College next fall and join the Nittany Lions from Penn State. The four-star recruit was heavily recruited by several Division I schools, including Notre Dame, Tennessee, Boston College, and Rutgers. Wormley is the 13th ranked offensive guard in the 2019 class and ranks within the top 300 overall players. Wormley, of course, has been a major factor in Smyrna's recent success as the school enters this upcoming season, looking for their fourth consecutive state title.
And right down the way in Dover, switching to basketball. It's been a long process, but Delaware State has finally found their new head basketball coach. The school has announced earlier this week that Eric Skeeters will be the 13th head coach of the men's basketball program. Skeeters, he joins the Hornets after 2 seasons as an assistant at UMBC. And yes, the UMBC, where he served on the staff that brought the first ever 16 seed over 1 seed victory in the NCAA tournament when his Retrievers played a big role in the biggest upset of all time, upsetting the Virginia Cavaliers. He was also an assistant for Coppin State after graduating from there in 1997, where he was on the coaching staff, which played a role in the 15-2 upset in the NCAA tournament over South Carolina. So he has the upset kind of mind in his blood. You could say he's very familiar with the MEAC, and his previous stops include Virginia Tech, South Florida, Towson, and George Mason. So hopefully Del State can really get a new culture going in there. And they're not the only MEAC school with a new head coach. UMES obviously changed to Cliff Reed this offseason. Yeah, so we got a lot of change, a lot of good change happening, and a lot of news here on the shore, of course. High school level, collegiate level, we saw Skeeters, we saw Wormley. Of course, we see this new change at UMES. So any thoughts on, some of this news? I think that anything for both schools, UMES or Del State, will be an improvement. They've been at the cellar of that MEAC conference for a while. Cliff Reed, he has head coaching experience 10 years at Bethune-Cookman. And Skeeters, obviously, he has big-time accolades and big-time experience in the NCAA tournament, yes, as an assistant, but being on Coach Odom's staff at UMBC, that's got to give you some confidence moving forward, especially leading a very young and very raw Del State program. Yeah, and one of the biggest things, I think, in any school, city, state, you got to be able to recruit within your specific area. That's been tough for both schools. Tough for both schools. We're in constant communication with a lot of coaches here, not just basketball, and they're constantly in the Bayside and the Henlopen conferences looking for these players. So we have the talent here on the shore. Now maybe some of these coaches are going to find them. It's going to be nice to see. Exactly. And if speaking for the whole MEAC conference, it's been kind of top heavy for these past couple years. And now if you can get kind of the strength to go maybe 6 or 7 teams deep instead of the 1, 2s, or 3s, making the tournament, that makes a lot the recruiting, a lot more interesting for the student athletes to want to come to the conference and play in a tougher conference compared to going somewhere else where you think that they can get some better competition. That's true, and we could talk about this probably for hours, and we probably will coming up on DSI come November when basketball season rolls around. But for now, we do have to take our final commercial break. But coming up, Jonah and I break down the week ahead as we approach, the end of the month already, end of July. Stick with us. DSI coming right back.
I'm Tucker Brown from the Worcester Prep Lacrosse team, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.